It's your boy Kai, and I'm back with another video. So today, as you can see, I did some twisted bantu knots, and if you want to see how I did this and achieve this look, just keep on watching and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all of that. And yeah, I hope these shits don't fuzz out because it's like so hot outside, but you know what? I already took some pictures, so I'm satisfied, but yeah. Okay, so I'm starting off on freshly washed hair, and I'm going in. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a voiceover. Anyway, so I was like kind of excited that I did my first voiceover, but so I'm just splitting my hair into 4 sections. You're gonna see me do that quite a lot because that's just the easiest thing for me to do. I split my hair into 4 so that I can go in with the blow dryer, just to blow it out a little bit, not get it bone straight, but just to make sure it's dry for me to work with. So I'm breaking each section down to smaller sections, and I'm just spraying it, and then I'm going in with my Doogoo oil and just oiling my hair itself, because I found when blow drying my hair with just oil, it gets more like fluffier and more like flowier, because when you add product, it may make it a little too heavy. And so yeah, it's just easier to blow it out with just oil. So I'm just getting a blow dryer. I have it on the hottest setting, and I'm just gonna do it on medium blow. So as y'all can see, I was doing a horrible job with this blow dryer. Like, usually I get my hair like bone straight, but because of the stupid freaking shampoo and conditioner, it just messed up my whole process basically. But I'm just going in and just holding it out, stretching it, and just letting it get as dry as it can be, because I'm about to go back in with mousse anyway, so it's gonna revert a little bit, but I'm just trying to get it as dry as possible. Yeah. And as you can see, I was upset that it came out so bad. So I literally tried to go in with the comb, and the damn comb kept getting stuck in my head. Like, it just wasn't going good. Anytime I blow dry my hair, it'd be nice and like straight. Like, I just do so good with the blow dry, but this time I just messed up because that freaking shampoo and a conditioner, and I didn't do what I usually do. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of struggling so bad, but so now I'm going back in and split my hair back into 4s so that I could begin a process of twisting it. And I'm going to be using a ORS olive oil wrap mousse. So now what I'm showing right here is the layers I'm about to do. So I did 1 layer, 2, 3, and then 4. And then with each layer, I'm doing 2 twists. So in that back left section, I did 8 twists. And then the other side, I did 8. So I did 16 in the back, basically. So now I'm just going to detangle that section. And then I split it into 2. And then I pin up one side and just do, work on 1 twist at a time. So now I'm just taking some of the mousse and putting it on my hand. And then I'm spreading it on the ends and the shaft of my hair. I don't put it too far up on my root because I don't want my hair to revert back curly. So that's why I just put it on like the ends, you see, and just on the shaft of my hair. And then I just split it into 2. And then I start twisting, and I just twist it very tightly so that it can be a nice rope twist. And now I'm just going to repeat that process, just putting the mousse on the ends, smoothing it up, combing through, breaking into 2, twist it, and yeah. And as you can see, I did 8 twists in that back section. So now I'm just go ahead and finish the rest of the twists all over my head. And as you can see, I'm all done twisting. I don't even know how many twists I did in my hair. I lost count. But I did a decent amount of twists. I didn't make them too small or too big, but I did like a decent size. So yeah. So now I just grabbed my blow dryer and I just started blow drying the hair itself just to make sure it was dry enough so that the next morning they could be dry. Because you do not, this what happens a lot. The next morning you end up taking out the twist and your hair still be a little wet and then the style ends up fucking up. That happens a lot. So if you know, like me, my hair doesn't dry overnight. That's why you should blow dry your hair before doing it. And once you add the mousse or whatever, you should try to blow dry it or sit underneath a hooded dryer afterwards to make sure it's dry. Because you do not want to take it out while your hair is still wet. Because you will mess it up and you will be upset. I've did that plenty of times. Too many times. So now I'm about to start the process of twisting the twist into Bantu knots. So basically, you see how I'm twirling it in the direction that I twisted it. And then I take my hand and I grab it at the base, right? So that it gives it something to you know, hold around. And I'm twisting the twist around itself, around that base I created. And I'm taking the twist and I'm twirling it in that direction. So I'm twirling it and wrapping it, twirling it, wrapping it. And I'm just going to stick it underneath itself. And it's not going to come undone. So you see, that's basically what you want. And you're going to do that to your whole head. So I did mine a decent size. So I did each twist its own Bantu knot. If you wanted to, you could take like 2 twists and take 2 twists to make it 1 Bantu knot. But I just did each twisted Bantu knot. It don't hurt sleeping in it. So that's why when you twist them around itself, you don't want to make them too tight. Because as you wrap it, it gets tighter and tighter. So you want to do it loose as you twist it because it's going to get tighter on its own. Sleeping in it, it wasn't bad at all. I slept in it just fine. Yeah. Of course, I'm not going outside like this. It was 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. So it's not like I'm going outside with this. If you want to do that, you can. I wouldn't suggest because this looks a hot fucking mess. I look like Kodak Black when I was done. So yeah. Now at this point I was done. Like I said, it's fine to sleep with. Like I really don't hurt nothing. But I look like Kodak Black when he was younger. So yeah. At this point, like I said, it was 4 in the morning, 4:09, and I was tired because I forgot what day this was. I had went out that day and had to wash and do this whole process, so I was tired. So yeah.
The next day.
Okay, so at this point, it's the next afternoon. It was like 3 o'clock by this point. So as you can see, I put a scarf on the top of my head, so I look like somebody's aunt. That's fine, but you know, I take my scarf off, and that's how I was looking. See, they have it. They didn't come undone or nothing. So I'm taking some oil, and I'm just putting it all on the palm of my hands, and mainly my fingertips, so that as I'm taking them out, you know, it can look shiny and stuff. So when you take them down, you want to unscrew them like you're unscrewing a light bulb. So you just want to, so if you wrap them to the right, you want to untwist them to the left like you're doing, you know, unscrewing a light bulb. So that's basically how you just undo them. And you see how they just like popping back? That's what you want. That's how you know you did right, when they pop back. Because sometimes people do them and they don't pop back, and that's why it don't, you know, come out like a nice curl. When they pop back, that's how you know you did what you're supposed to do. So now I'm pinning some of them up so that I can get ready to, you know, untwist them. So as you can see, I'm taking a twist and I'm twirling a twist in the opposite direction of the way I twisted them in. So I'm just doing it in the opposite direction, pulling them apart. And then you see how the hair wants to separate right there. So I'm going to grab it once where it wants to separate at and just, you know, let it naturally separate. And so you see in this little one how, you know, it tries to break apart right there. That's where I'm going to grab it and separate it at. And sometimes I twirl it around my finger, you know. And that's how you get that nice spiral curl for it to bounce back. So at this point, I finished taking them out, but you see how it's like shrunk into my head because, you know, the curls is kind of tight. So it's kind of like shrunk into my head and I'm still separating it and, you know, playing with it. But I'm going to go ahead and do one more step so that, you know, it looks better than this. So now I'm just going in with my blow dryer just to stretch it out some. And you see I'm just grabbing the hair, I'm just pulling it out and just, you know, blowing it right on top. Not trying to like mess up the curl too much, but just trying to make it, you know, elongated and more fluffier. Some people I know they don't want too much frizz, but me personally, I think my hair looks better when I have, you know, frizz in a curl. So I don't mind doing it. So at this point now, I'm just taking my pick and I'm just fluffing out my roots just a little bit so that, you know, it don't be too stuck to my head. And I'm just fluffing it out just a little bit. But I'm practically done at this point. Just playing around with the curl a little bit more, playing around with my hair, just moving it around, just to make it, in that shape I want. So I'm basically done at this point. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and all that. And, go and watch all my videos. And, catch you soon.
Money on me. Money on me. Money on money on.